In this sequence, we will be exercising our ability to perform imagery with a focus on sensory imagery. Your use of imagery will be more effective if you can produce vivid imagery that you can feel, hear, and see as if it were reality. The mind is a muscle, and your imagery skill will improve as you practice. Let's start with visual imagery. Can you remember sequences from the last movie you saw? Notice whether you can see the action as if you were watching the movie at the present time. Now imagine a landscape. Grassy fields with mountains in the background. Populate this landscape with a farm that has animals. Cows and horses, perhaps. Can you see them moving? Can you zoom in closer to any part of the landscape and examine it closely and move out again? Now let's imagine something much more abstract. A square. Fill this square with a color. Can you imagine turning the square into a box? Flip the box around in your mind's eye and notice if you can see different colors on all the 6 sides. Can you remember all the colors, even if you are not seeing all the sides at the same time? Let's move on to kinesthetic imagery. Can you imagine yourself cycling or swimming? Can you feel the actual sensation of performing these actions? Include as much detail as possible. The muscles and joints moving, your body warming up, the water flowing around you as you swim, or the wind blowing against your body as you cycle. Now switch scenes and lift something to experience its weight. Can you imagine the feeling of tensing your muscles? Can you imagine the feeling of relaxing your muscles? Now imagine the feeling of simply standing still. Now imagine purposely falling off balance and regaining your balance. Now imagine the difference between running up a hill with a lot of effort and casually walking along the street. We will now focus on tactile, auditory, gustatory, and olfactory imagery. Can you imagine yourself touching a soft piece of cloth, a hard metal surface, and the bristles of a brush? Can you imagine someone giving you a shoulder massage? Can you imagine hearing your favorite music? A bird's song? Can you imagine smelling one of your favorite foods? Can you imagine the scent of a flower? Can you imagine tasting delicious food? Finally, can you imagine the feeling of running rhythmically at a certain speed and then changing that speed and rhythm? Let's combine some of the different senses. Imagine a waterfall in front of you. Hear the waterfall and see the sunlight reflected in it, making it glitter like a fluid diamond. Feel the pressure created by the water's force. Taste the water droplets on your lips and smell the pungent, enriched air. Now step under the waterfall and feel the pressure of the water on your head. Move out of the imaginary waterfall again and notice how your head feels lighter without the pressure. Do you also feel a change in your spine or whole body as a result? Pick up a rock that is next to the waterfall. Feel its weight, its shape, its smoothness. Now throw the rock into the pool at the base of the waterfall. Can you feel the amount of effort you used? Can you follow the trajectory of the rock in your imagination? Can you hear the rock drop into the water, and can you see the splash it's creating?